Come on, everyone. The time of love is here. Ooh, yeah. Good morning. Good morning, Sade. How are you today? Let's get it on today. It's goal setting day. If you don't set your goals, you that went down the wrong way. Good morning, Tanya. Wow, Eric, good morning, good morning. Here we go. Don't leave it up to the other man or to another day. Take your life into your hands. Make it work out your way. It's not the number of times you stumble down and fall upon the ground. It's the number of times you pick yourself up and keep on moving on to meet your goals. Yeah, that's what we're talking about today, goal setting. By the way, today is my birthday. Can you believe that? January 7th. Wow. Been around the sun enough times to know how to have a little, what do you call it, a groove in the road. But I'm just happy to see everybody today. Yes, thank you. Yes, my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Da-da-ba-ba-ba-da-bum. Well, my daughter's here, and we're going to go out to my favorite restaurant by the river, and it's supposed to be 72 degrees here today, so it's going to be incredible. Thank you, thank you. Definitely many more birthdays, man. And see, I don't really have it all over the internet. I just kind of, if you talk to me, I'll tell you. But it's a great day. I'm happy to be alive. And I am so grateful to be in my right mind, to have good health, and have a purpose. And purpose is based on vision. And vision is manifested through goals. So that's the message today. We start the new year, and we're at that point in the new year where, we're just a few days into the new year. And one of the most important things that you can do right now is to set some goals. Think about this. Tomorrow is going to come whether you have goals or not. And the next day and the next day. And even if you're no longer on the planet, if you have made your transition, tomorrow still comes. How do you take control of tomorrow? How do you make tomorrow work for you? And the secret is goal setting. So let's talk about that for a minute. A goal is based on your vision. People often ask, what's the difference between a goal and a vision? The vision is the big picture. For example, right now, I'm sure that most of us would like to be healthy. We'd like to be wealthy. We'd like to be happy. We'd like to live a meaningful life. And so the vision is, what would your life look like if all of that was in place? If money was no object, you had all the money you needed. If you knew you could not fail. If all the things that you want your life to stand for, if they're manifesting. And so it's important to get a vision of the person you want to be. Good morning, Kenya. Thank you. Kenya's my favorite personal trainer. I know at the beginning of the year, a lot of people are talking about weight and keeping in shape. I think probably the number one, resolution is I want to lose weight and I want to get my body looking good. I want to get in better shape. Well, that's a lofty goal. It's a great one. But whatever it is, the vision of yourself as your goal manifested. So, example. At the end of this year, I want to see myself, my studio. I want to do some renovations. And I see I'm taking up all these rugs and putting down the old-time hardwood floors. So I can see that. My daughter and I, we have a place in New York. I can even see it. It's near Prospect Park. It's on the 6th floor. It's overlooking the park on a corner building. Until you create this vision. My professional life, over this next year, I'm writing 4 books. So I see 4 bestsellers. See 4 of those ribbons that say, you sold 1 million books. That speaking, I'm loving, I'm a co-minister. So I see my church full of people. 2 services a day, 3 services a day. We even see a bigger vision, Unity Corner, where we buy the whole corner and put the garage underneath it and have the church up above and still have 3 or 4 services a day. I see seminars where people are coming and in meditation and transforming their lives. And when they come into a new you for the New Year seminar, they come out new. Okay. I see that spiritual peace. Meditation has been powerful for me, but I know that meditation is just the tip of the iceberg. So there's all the spiritual knowledge that I not only would like to have, but like to manifest and like to live it. And you see the picture, that the more detailed this vision you can have for yourself. My I am statement says, I am a healthy, wealthy, rich author, speaker, teacher, spiritual guide who uplifts the lives of everybody on the planet. And so having that vision and seeing it in these different aspects, Wilmington, New York, I like the beach. I don't want to own too much property because property takes, and now we're not talking investments. Now investments are a whole nother thing. But you don't want the property to run you. So you see, sometimes the property can run you. Okay? So that vision is the way you would like for your life to appear to you. How you want it to look. How you want it to feel. Those of you who are speakers, when you walk out on that big stage for the first time, when you're having one of those audiences so big you can't even see it all, and you just sort of see the darkness, but you can hear the audience, and when you get into speaking there and you get that connection to the audience where you can take it up and say, give yourselves a hand, and there's a roar of the crowd, or you can take it down and say, let us be still inside. Take a deep breath. And 10,000 people just... Okay. And so that's what I want you to practice today. Because the clearer you can see your vision, the more likely it will manifest. In the 12 Universal Laws of Success, the Law of Vision is chapter 3. And the first scripture reference in there is from the Habakkuk. And you've heard it before. It says, write the vision, make it plain upon tablets. As a matter of fact, let me read it to you. Welcome, Andrews. Hey, good morning, Lundy, my classmate. Thanks for joining us. Susie Cute, thank you. Andrews from Ghana, thank you for joining us. I want to read just the opening part of chapter 3 of the 12 Universal Laws of Success. And the first statement says, where there is no vision, the people perish. But they that keepeth the law, happy are they. That's from Proverbs 29th chapter, 18th verse. And so that says that if you have a vision, that vision now can lead to the manifestation of everything you want. I mean, this year can be your year for outrageous success. And you see, there's no limitation on your vision. Your vision, the only limitation on your vision is your own imagination. And so the more you can imagine, the bigger picture you can imagine yourself to be. The more you can put yourself in great detail in that picture. And I imagine the apartment, it's a condo. I'm not paying rent. And wherever I am, you can guarantee I'm buying it, okay? But apartment 6E, I want to be on the 6th floor because in case there's a fire, I don't want to be up so high you got to take a parachute, okay? 6E, I see it in my mind. I see right there on the corner, I can see the color of the building. So this next scripture is the one I want to hit, the Habakkuk. I'm going to read it to you because in this scripture lies the mechanism to manifesting anything you want this year. And it says, "And the Lord answered, write the vision and make it plain upon tablets, that he may run that readeth it." And so if you don't have your vision written down, if you don't have it written in great detail, you can't read it over and over. And you manifest the vision by reading it and saying it over and over until you feel it. Just as Muhammad Ali, when he kept saying, "I am the greatest," at first he probably didn't totally feel it. The world certainly didn't accept it, but he said it over and over. He felt it over and over. He acted it over and over. And so that's what you do. Write the vision, make it plain, that he may run that readeth it. That's a plan. If you don't have it written down, you can't make a plan. As a matter of fact, if you don't have your vision written down, you won't even remember what it was. We often, I guess, laugh at people who write all these resolutions in January, and by February 15th, they can't even find the paper. Now listen to this. "For the vision is yet for an appointed time." That the moment you have a vision of what your life what you would like your life to be, the expression of your life, the clearer you can see that vision, you are literally committing intention and energy to the vision. And once you commit intention and energy to the vision, it cannot fail to manifest. Someone once said, God does not give you a vision without a provision. And so no matter how big it is, if your vision if it's not so big that it really scares you, you need to dream bigger. So the vision is yet for an appointed time. That says, if you can see it in your mind's eye, if you can see your vision, the manifestation of that vision is already on the way. And all you have to do is stay on the path. Now you can let other people steal your vision. You can, when you tell your vision, I tell you what, be careful who you share your vision with. But when you tell your vision to other people and they poo-poo it, they go like, yeah, you said the same thing last year. Yeah, right. Yeah. You need to really be serious and get a job, man. I mean, I hear all this stuff you're talking, but you've been working at the same thing for 10 years, 20 years. It hasn't happened yet. You need to get a job. You need to do something different. Criticizers will steal your dreams. Procrastinators will undermine your dreams. So the vision is yet for an appointed time, since the fact that you have the vision, the manifestation, the blueprint is already there. Now it goes on to say this, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry. In other words, your dream may not manifest at the exact time you want it to, because your dream has a cycle of its own. Every thought we have has an energy and has a physical manifestation. And that manifestation has a season of its own. So if you dream about having an incredible field of corn and you plant the seeds today, no matter how big your dream to see that incredible field of corn, it will not manifest in a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. We're talking 60 to 90 days. But that's why when you have a dream, a vision now, you have to work at it and hang in there. You say, though it will tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Wow. So that's a powerful piece, folks. And that's from chapter 3 of the 12 Universal Laws of Success. Now, the relationship between the vision and the goals. This is important. Your goals are the steps that lead you to your vision. So, example. I checked it out. A 3-bedroom condo in Brooklyn by the park, and we're talking in an old building, the lowest around 500,000, and a decent building you're really talking $1 million, $1.5 million. So if that's the goal, let's just say $1 million, round numbers. Then what are the goals to get you to owning that condo by the end of the year? Well, number one, $1 million, you need 10% down, so you're going to need at least $100,000 cash. So that's a goal, $100,000 cash. when you break that goal down, that means you got to set aside $8,400 a month. That means you have to set aside about a little over $2,100 a week. You see what I'm saying? And so when you set goals, it gives you a measure of when and how you will let's not go how. When you will manifest the thing you desire. So that's the vision to manifest that condo in Brooklyn now says you need to have a goal of $100,000 cash. You can accomplish that goal by setting aside $8,400 a month dedicated to that. It also says you better have some good credit. So now you can look at what are the steps to take care of your credit. And the credit now becomes a goal. So without the vision, the goals don't make sense. But with the vision now, it determines the goal. So if that's the goal, $100,000 cash. You got to save a certain amount of money. You got to clean up your credit. You have to show that now you can support owning a condo like that. So if the condo's $1 million, you pay $100,000 down. You got a $900,000 mortgage. What that means, I found roughly for every $100,000, the mortgage is $1,000 a month. And so if you got that condo now, you need to be able to show that you have the income or the resources to generate at least $9,000 a month to pay the mortgage. So now let's take this a little further, because this is the secret, folks. This is the key to manifesting. That once you have that vision and you can break it down into these goals, and then when you execute the goals, the steps, the vision automatically manifests. So let's carry that example a little further. By standards, they say that your income, your mortgage should be no more than 25% of your income. Okay? So if your mortgage is $9,000 a month, then your income needs to be 4 times that. 4 times 9 is 36. So now you're saying, by the end of this year, whatever I am doing, I must be able to show an income of $36,000 a year. I'm sorry, $36,000 a month. 36,000, let's round it up to 40,000, 12 months, so that's $480,000. So now you got a number. In order for you to pull off and get that condo in New York that costs you $1 million in a year, you must accumulate $100,000 in cash. Do that by $8,000 a month. You must get your credit in the proper order so that you have no credit issues. Okay? You must show enough income to afford it, which comes down to $40,000 a month. You want to be a little over. So you need to have yourself in a position to make $40,000 a month, $480,000 a year. So now you have a financial goal. Now you may say to yourself, like, $480,000 a year. Well, how much did you make last year? 100. So then the message becomes, how do I quadruple my annual income? So that's a different equation. All right? But now you know where you have to be to get where you want to go. Does that make sense? All right? And so just that example of what I wanted to show you is your goals must be, your vision must be broken down into goals, and these goals must be what we call SMART goals. SMART means specific. So when I laid it out that in order to live in that condo, specific goals, $100,000 cash, credit cleared away, annual income of at least of $500,000 a year. So these are specific goals. So specific. M, the goals must be measurable. And you see, everything I said was measurable. So $100,000 down payment is measurable. $8,400 a month is $2,100 a week. So now you can set a plan to achieve the goals which lead you to your vision. And the beauty of the thing on a bigger scale, as you are accomplishing your vision, your purpose manifests. You see, there's something about accomplishing your goals that leads you to your vision. There's something about accomplishing your vision that leads you to your purpose. So it all comes down to specific, M, measurable, A, set in advance. So right now, on my birthday today, January 7th, we are setting in advance this intention. Now, this intention, I had it last year, but I'm just telling you what it is. Aura. It must be realistic based on where you are right now. Okay? Now, that's flexible. You see, because if you get into how too much, you can undermine your efforts. You see, the good Lord, the universe operates with you. And so when you have that vision, the clearer you see it, as I said, you don't have a vision without a provision. So focus on your vision and the provision will come. That's what's called faith. So you step out on faith. And lo and behold, something that you created now, somebody sees it because you're talking about it and you're sharing it. You've already talked to 10 people about it and they said no. But then that 11th person says, oh my God, this is the greatest idea I've ever heard. We're going to put $2 million behind your invention, behind your thoughts. Now that's possible. It's happened. When you have that clear vision and you create that vibration, the universe works at it to manifest. Think about this. The prodigal son. The prodigal son is living in the pig pens of life. He's lost all his money. And he has a mind shift. He says, even the servants in my father's house have money, have food enough and more. So that's a vision. Vision now of being in a different place from where he is. And he says, I will arise and go to my father. So what he's saying is, I don't belong in this vision, this condition of being in the pig pen of life. You don't belong in whatever you're in that's not pleasant, that does not bring you joy and happiness. You don't belong there. And so if you don't belong there, then where do you belong? Where the vision says. So when the prodigal says, I will arise, in other words, I will take my thinking above my present condition, and I will go to my source, my Father. But the most interesting thing about that scripture is that it says, when the father saw him a long way off, the father ran to meet him and bring him the robes and the rings and all the goodies. The prodigal son didn't expect that. He just said, look, I don't even deserve to be in my father's house. I just want to be a servant. I just want to have some food. That's all I need. But the universe confirms the vision, the representation of who you are. When you have that vision and so realistic says, based on your level of consciousness at a particular time. And then finally, T, to cover a time period. When you put the time period on it, the time period is what converts a wish to a goal. A goal is what converts a wish to a vision. A vision is what converts a wish to a purpose. So this day, this is your day now. I recommend that get a copy of the 12 Universal Laws of Success. Get yourself right into chapter 3. This book, thank you, Chrissy. This book is written in such a way that you don't have to read the whole book. You can go straight to the goal setting chapter and you can read that independently. It's called Read What You Need. That's a good one. Read what you need, brother. But now you got this. Go work with it. I'll give you another clue here. Put you to work. I have a booklet called Setting and Achieving Your Goals. Setting and Achieving Your Goals, and an audio that goes with it talking about how to use the 12 Universal Laws of Success to achieve your goals. If you email me, I have a website, but I'll tell you what, go to my website, herbertharris.com, and you'll see a thing there where it says book a call. Just complete that, book a call, but when you put in your information, I will send you the free goal setting booklet, and I will send you the audio, a 54-minute audio course on the 12 Universal Laws of Success that can help you be what you want to be this year. They can help you do what you want to do this year. Can help you have anything you desire. So go to herbertharris.com and click on Book a Call. Look around the website. You'll see the New You for the New Year Home Study course too. You see where it says Success Products, New You for the New Year Home Study course. If there's one thing that can change your life, it's to get that course. That'll be the most powerful $77 investment you ever made. Plus it puts you into our mastermind cycle so you can be around people like you who want to transform their lives. So folks, we went a little longer than we usually do today because this is a special day. You only have the beginning of the year one time. You only have January 7th one time. You only have my birthday one time. But it's your birthday too. It's your day that you say, enough is enough. I need to change my life. That whatever I'm doing is not working for me. It won't take me where I want to go. It won't bring me what I desire to have. It won't create the relationships that would empower me. But I can change. So, herbertharris.com, book a call, get your New You for the New Year Home Study course so you can take control of your life in your hands and make it happen. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great, magnificent year. Celebrate well. Thank you, Eric. Oh, Chrissy, thank you so much. What a great group this morning. Hey, folks, when we post this, please make some comments on it. Please share this with the world. Yes. Thank you. I see Lyle. Great comments. So I'm going to post it shortly, and I want you to go there and make some comments. You know, whatever you need to say to yourself to make yourself be, do, and have what you desire, write it down, and it will happen. Thank you, folks. Here we go. Let's sing it on out. Here we go. And this is absolute truth here. I often sit and wonder how things could be this way. I guess we'd better tell them this is a brand new day. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you. Don't leave it up to the other man or to another day. Take your life into your hands. Make it work out your way. It's not the number of times you stumble down and fall upon the ground. Here we go. It's the number of times you pick yourself up and keep on moving on to meet your goals. Always knowing that you can be what you want to be, do what you want to do, and have anything you desire. Always knowing that the best is yet to come. And so it is.